Hey everyone, welcome back to 22 Panels. This is the podcast that aims to examine, explore, and elevate the medium of comics. This is Tyler, and across the interwebs from me is Tad. Hey Tad.
Hey, Tyler, how are you?
I'm good. I have grown into liking doing the noise. I don't think I'm gonna ever find the sound effects.
You're doing it well now,
I'm
so
just like,
you might put it on a card for yourself
yep,
just for when you've got like a sore throat or whatnot and
yeah, I might
can't
call
manage to
it.
make it. Okay, I need to drop it in this week.
That'd be funny.
Glad I recorded it last week.
I'm never sick though.
um,
I made it through COVID and the heavy COVID times with no COVID.
right.
So
Yeah. So I am so and this also we got to go I'm going to go look at the numbers because I love even though it's incredibly clear that they only looked at the picture.
yep.
So I got to tweet out on my birthday. It was probably my favorite birthday present.
Okay.
Um, because it was on my birthday that they finally announced Big Jim and the White Boy.
Mm-hmm.
So what I put out over Blue Sky is it's finally been officially announced. They've been sitting on this for exactly 2 years. Marcus Kwame told me about it while treating me to a birthday lunch of Jamaican food across the street from Aquilonio Comics in Troy, New York. Out in October. Pre-order your copy today with David F. Walker. So yeah, David F. Walker and Marcus Kwame Anderson are following up their Eisner Award-winning Black Panther Party graphic novel with Big Jim and the White Boy, an American classic reimagined. Um, yeah, they're taking Huck Finn, but centering Jim and running from there. But the other reason I bring this up is so in general, the most play that we get in terms of retweets, well, not retweets, re-skeet, I hate calling them skeets, reposts on Blue Sky
Mm-hmm.
is anytime Neil Gaiman reposts something from us, it winds up getting play. And by play, I mean it'll get like 65 or so likes and like 20
Sure.
reposts. You want to take a guess at how many likes and reposts we got on Big Jim? And really quickly, I will tell you that how we know that they're all about Big Jim is not a single person wish me a happy birthday.
It was all about That's funny. I don't know, 30?
225 likes and 66 reposts.
Holy buckets.
Right. We
Okay.
were at Neil Gaiman territory within an hour.
Yeah. I thought I
So
thought for sure
this is my way of saying that people are every bit as excited about this book as I am. And
yeah.
I'm like super excited. I've seen a handful of pages. Nothing colored. Everything I've seen was at like pencil or ink level. So I haven't seen anything. I don't even know if I've seen anything with letters. Um, I can't wait to get my preview copy.
No
Like I
kidding.
promised. Well, so thank God I don't have to wait till October. Because again, he told me about it
2 years ago.
to, on my birthday in 2022 is
Crazy.
when I first heard about this project. It was leaked by a news website that we won't name. That is really good at trolling publisher and or Amazon
Sure.
for when things pop up with like placeholder stuff, but they don't like officially announce until they have the cover artwork.
Oh, sure.
The cover artwork was official um on my birthday. And for that matter, officially speaking, the overall announcement was exclusive to the Beat, either on my birthday or the next day for the entire lineup of 10 Speed Press books coming out this fall. So it's worth going over to Beat to look at that because there's some other cool books that they've got coming out. But this is the one that, and I mean, I just realized I haven't shared my screen with Tyler yet, so he doesn't even get to see. Isn't that cover just beautiful?
Oh yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
love it's a reimagining of a Huck Finn and Tom
Yeah.
Sawyer scene that we've seen before with them on a raft.
Eisner Award winners.
Nice. I can't wait to read it.
So yeah. And again, I know both that it drove more traffic through the 22 podcasts Blue Sky than any other post I've made, and that nobody read anything I wrote because literally nobody wished me a happy birthday.
That is terrible.
And while I didn't say specifically that it was my birthday, I did say I've been sitting on it for exactly 2 years since I was told about it at a birthday lunch.
Yep.
So,
Oh my god, that's great.
which I've never actually been happier not to be wished a happy birthday
Funny.
because like they would have been paying attention to the wrong part.
Yeah.
I mean, it would have been kind of cool if somebody would go, "Oh my God, that's awesome!" And by the way, happy birthday, Tad. But
No,
whatever, I don't give a shit.
that's funny.
I love the traction this wound up getting.
Yeah, lots of comments too. I noticed that. Well,
Yeah,
7.
more comments than we're used to.
Yep.
Definitely more comments than we're used to. And it got reposted by some cool people.
Nice.
And also a lot of just random people, which is equally cool. So yeah.
Great.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice post.
So I'm so happy to finally be able to say Big Jim and the White Boy available in October. Pre-order your copies today. It looks amazing. Marcus is wonderful. He'll be back on our air this week when we get back to the Milestone Book Club. David Walker, I'm looking forward to meeting when we sit down to talk Big Jim and the White Boy with them.
Yeah, can't wait. That's gonna be awesome.
Yeah. So, in other news, Gerard Way is returning to comics with Paranoid Gardens at Dark Horse with Sean Simon and Chris Weston. Story follows a nurse in a bizarre care center where the staff is inhuman and the patients are aliens, ghosts, superheroes, and other creatures. And it'll start July 17th.
Are you a fan of Gerard Way's music?
Not a ton.
Yeah, me either. But I love his writing.
My son was huge My Chemical Romance fan.
Yeah. Just I think it came out in a time after I was kind of past that era.
Yeah, I like some of their stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I like some of the solo stuff he's done. I'm definitely actually more of a fan of his as a comic writer than.
For sure. I am too. Yeah. I didn't even know it was the same guy until
it was he was an intern at Vertigo way back in the day.
Was he?
Yeah, Shelley Bond has Gerard Way stories.
Huh. That's cool.
Yeah. So
awesome.
So it's not, I mean, even less than some of the others. It's not like oh, I got popular and I get to make a comic book. He's been into comic books all along.
Yeah. So, no, I realized that. I kind of thought the comic book thing came first.
Yeah. No. My Chemical Romance came first.
Okay.
Because when Fabulous Killjoys came out, it was actually a tie-in to, I think, a My Chemical Romance album.
Oh, okay.
Wasn't it?
I don't know. I'm not a fan of close enough to know. Anyway, while you're looking that up, can I bring up the next news?
Yeah, go for it.
Saga is going to be printed in bookstore-friendly 6x9 editions. We were trying to figure out, is this manga standard size?
I think it's a little bit bigger, but it's still like, you know how well, here, I've got a copy of Laura Dean. I'm pretty certain it's this size. You know how most kid graphic novels,
yep,
the YA market has, and it's similar to like books. You know,
Right.
this is really the size that most um trade paperback books are as well.
Yeah.
So I mean, when you print in this format, it not only makes it easier for like bookstores, but it makes it a lot easier for like train station or airport bookstores
Mm-hmm.
to put you on the shelf. So Saga will find its way into um, even more hands.
Love it. I might
Uh,
pick them up.
yeah. So
Cool, cool.
and yeah, you're right. I may wind up buying yet another edition of Saga, if for no other reason, to take a look at that cover.
Yeah, that looks great.
New cover, and it's awesome.
Mm-hmm. I love it. Can't.
So new to order this month in terms of new comic series, Tyler, we have Barfly from the World of Minor Threats from our buddy Kyle Starks with Ryan Brown from 8 Billion Genies fame. It playing in the Patton Oswalt Jordan Bloom universe at Dark Horse, coming out July 10th.
Then we have Big Burn #1 from Joe Henderson and Lee Garbett from Distillery on July 10th.
Black Cloak from Kelly Thompson and Meredith McLaren returns with issue #7. The first trade paperback is available now. Image Comics, June 26th.
Next up, we've got Berserker, A Face Full of Bullets #1 from Keanu Reeves, Jason Aaron, and Francesco Mana from Boom on June 26th.
Cult of the Lamb #1. Alex Pacnato, Troy Little, Oni Press, June 5th.
Doctor Who, The 15th Doctor from Dan Waters and Kelsey Ramsey from Titan on June 26th.
Falling in Love on the Path to Hell from Jerry Duggan, Gary Brown, Image Comics, June 5th.
Galaxy of Madness #1 from Magdalene Visaggio, Michael Avon Oming, and Taki Soma from Mad Cave.
Can't believe I let you have that one.
Sorry, I know.
No, that's okay. I'm going to steal a different one. Gotcha Man #1 from Cullen Bunn. Chris Batista, also at Mad Cave, June 26th. Mad Cave is killing it.
I know. They put out some good stuff.
It's their 10th anniversary. They're making the best of it.
Grendel, Devil's Crucible Defiance from Matt Wagner from Dark Horse on July 3rd.
Kill All Immortals #1 from Zachary Kaplan. Nico Asio, Dark Horse on July 10th.
Lawful from Greg Pak and Diego Galindo from Boom on June 12th.
Mammoth from Paul Tobin, Arjun Susini from Mad Cave on June 5th.
Paranoid Gardens from Gerard Way and Sean Simon from Chris Weston from Dark Horse.
Plastic, Death and Dolls, #1. Returning to the Plastic Universe prequel story from Doug Wagner and Daniel Hilliard. Image Comics, June 12th.
Profane from Peter Milligan and Raul Fernandez from Boom on June 5th.
Rifters, #1 from Brian Posehn, Joe Troman, and Chris Johnson. Image Comics, June 12th. I'm taking this one, though.
Oh, got it. That's right.
Well, this wasn't the place, but it's becoming the place.
All right.
Because I can't believe I'm going to be reading a G.I. Joe comic, but Kelly Thompson is writing Scarlet, #1, with Marco Ferrari coming out from Image Comics on June 5th, and I read Kelly Thompson, so I guess I'm reading a G.I. Joe comic.
That's awesome. And then, am I jumping into 19 now?
Yeah.
Okay. Seance in the Asylum, #1 from Clay McLeod Chapman and Andrea Moody from Dark Horse on June 24th.
Star Wars Ahsoka, #1 from Rodney Barnes, Steve Cummings, July 10th. And I'm jumping back in again because I'm not giving you Uncle Scrooge.
All
Uncle
right.
Scrooge and the Infinity Dime is all mine, baby.
I can't wait for it. This one I'm really
from
excited
Jason Aaron, Paolo Matura, Francesco Di Vitali Mangiatore, and more. It will also reprint Scrooge's first appearance in Christmas on Bear Mountain by the legendary Carl Barks. Marvel, June 19th.
And Zatanna, Bring Down the House from Mariko Tamaki and Javier Rodriguez from DC on June 25th.
Let's talk some graphic novels. Tyler, what do you got?
And Mankind Created the Gods from Joseph Behe from Graphic Mundi PSU Press on June 5th.
Brownstone from Samuel Tier and Mar Julia Versify, June 12th.
Carbon and Silicon from Matthew Babbitt from Magnetic Press on June 26th.
Sin from Ibrahim Mustafa, Humanoids, June 5th.
The Deep Dark by Molly Knox Osterberg from Graphics on June 5th.
Ostertag.
Oh, I'm so bad. The Deep Dark from
There's no Berg there.
Let me reread that one. The Deep Dark from Molly Knox Ostertag from Graphics on June 5th.
Eventually, Everything Connects. 8 essays on uncertainty from Sarah Firth, Graphic Mundi, PSU Press, May 29th.
Heavyweight, A Family Story of the Holocaust, Empire, and Memory from Solomon Brager and William Moreau from on June 26th.
Houses of the Unholy from Ed Brubaker, Sean Phillips, Jacob Phillips, Image Comics, August 14th.
Loving, Ohio, Matthew Ehrman, Sam Beck from Dark Horse on August 7th.
Of Her Own Design, Bertie Willis, Nicole Adelfinger, Vash Taylor, Fiona Marchbank, Sayeda Temofonte from Maverick Man Cave on June 19th.
Then we've got An Outbreak of Witchcraft, a graphic novel of the Salem Witch Trials from Deborah Noyes and M. Duffy from Little Brown on June 5th.
Proxy Mom, My Experience with Postpartum Depression from Sophie Adrianson and Mathau, NBM Comics, June 19th.
Ready America from Anna Hayfish, out on Fantagraphics Underground on June 5th.
Sainted Love from Steve Orlando and Giapata from Vault Comics on July 10th. We got some cool looking collections coming this month too.
For sure.
Wanna roll them out, Tyler?
Yeah, Braba, Brazilian Comics Anthology from various creators from Fantagraphics on July 10th.
The Complete Wally Wood from Wits End from Wally Wood and J. David Spurlock, Vanguard, June 24th.
Nice. DC versus Marvel Omnibus and DC versus Marvel, the Amalgam Age Omnibus on 8/6.
Yeah, coming out in August. People thought they'd never return, but somehow Warner Brothers and Disney came to an agreement, and it didn't even involve Disney buying Warner Brothers. Friday, Volume 3 from Ed Brubaker, Marcus Martin, Munsa Vicente from Image Comics on June 26th. I have loved Friday so much. I'm so happy to see it coming to its conclusion here.
Then we've got Gone from Jacques from Distillery on August 14th.
Happy Land Volume 1 from Shingo Honda at Ablaze Comics on September 11th.
The Hunger in the Dusk Volume 1 from G. Willow Wilson and Chris Wildgoose from IDW on June 12th.
Kate Carew, America's first great woman cartoonist from Eddie Campbell, Kate Carew, Fantagraphics Underground, June 12th.
Petrolhead Volume 1 from Rob Williams and Pi Par on Image on June 5th.
Rock Candy Mountain from Kyle Starks and Chris Schweitzer.
Can I have a question?
Comics, June 19th.
I have a question about Rock Candy Mountain. This came out a long time ago, right?
Oh, yeah. No. But this is the first time it's being collected all in one volume.
Okay. Because I'm like, I read this in
It's been collected in
issues.
separate. The issues have been out. It's been collected in separate trade paperbacks, but it's getting collected in one volume. And Kyle and Chris are awesome. And anybody who hasn't read Rock Candy Mountain should. So it's going to make my list of things that we talk about because
It's really good. I loved it.
yeah.
I've got the single issues of it.
It's not quite Six Sidekicks good,
Yep.
but like it's Road to Six Sidekicks good. How about that?
Yeah. All right. The Sickness from Jenna Cha and Lonnie Nadler from Uncivilized on June 19th.
Slain, the Horned God, 35th Anniversary Edition from Pat Mills and Simon Bisley, Rebellion 2000 AD, August 7th.
Slow Burn from Ollie Masters and Pierluigi Minotti from Boom on August 21st.
Somna from Becky Clinton and Chumalote from Distillery Comics on June 17th.
Superman Lost from Christopher Priest, Carlo Julian, and Lee Weeks, Jason Paz
Has.
from DC on August 13th.
This is a really good series. I really enjoyed that series.
Mm-hmm.
Thorn, the complete Proto-Bone college strips, 1982 to 1986, and other drawings by Jeff Smith. Cartoon Books, July 3rd. I just got my Kickstarter version of this. Oh, God, is it beautiful.
Is it?
Those of you who were silly enough not to kickstart it, pay
Shame-
attention on July 3rd. Go
shame
pick
on
up your
you.
copy. That won't be as cool as my copy, but it'll still be awesome.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
So, yeah.
Cool. All right. Let's jump over to our new to order this month. What is
Black
first?
Cloak.
Yep.
From Kelly Thompson and Meredith McLaren is returning with a new story arc. If you haven't read the first one, go pick up the trade paperback. It's amazing. Black Cloak number 7 on June 26th. We'll pick up the story. Black Cloak returns. Something old has awakened beneath the city. In the 5 years since the Essex fire, Kyros has changed dramatically. Ex-Black Cloak, Phaedra Essex, is either the city's greatest hero or greatest villain, depending on who you ask. And Black Cloak Pax has a bloody new case, a rookie partner, and absolutely no leads.
This looks really good. I love the cover.
I love Meredith McLaren's art.
Yep.
I love Kelly Thompson's writing. Together, they're just a killer team. I love this, like, cop procedural mysteries in this fantasy town, in this fantasy world where we pick up clues about both the town and the world through the case.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so the world building's all there, but we have it revealed as it relates to whatever case they're following, that sort of thing.
Right.
I love this series.
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to its return.
Nice. All right. So next up, we've got Cult of the Lamb #1 from Alex Packnadel and Troy Little. In partnership with developer Digital and Massive Monster, acclaimed writer Alex Packnadel and Eisner-nominated artist Troy Little, comes a deviously delightful heretic-smashing excursion into the sprawling cosmology of the worldwide BAFTA-nominated video game phenomenon that IGN calls adorably demonic. In a land pervaded by cruelty and evil, the most innocent among us, young lamb, the last of their kind, was selected to become a final dark sacrifice. Their death would forever seal the darkest of the old gods from our realm and usher in a new age ruled by the 4 eldritch bishops of the old faith. So Lamb died, then forged a deal of their own. At the crossroads of eternity, Lamb was met by the imprisoned deity known as the One Who Waits, who revealed the lies and distortions of the false prophets who rule the world above. And so Lamb was bequeathed the power and responsibilities of the Red Crown and returned to the land of the living with unholy powers to exact vengeance and deliver a new cult onto the earth. I just love that deep, like, mythological explanation of the story, but the artwork is so adorable. It looks so cute, and I love that juxtaposition of the two.
Well, and we love Alex Packnagel's writing.
Yep.
This is where I'll also say that the Kickstarter on this is running through April 11th. So if you want to get in and order the Kickstarter version of the collection, and there's some other cool stuff available, go check that out.
Cool.
Galaxy of Madness, 10-issue series coming up from Magdalene Visaggio and Michael Avon Oeming. In the far-flung, thrilling future of the 41st century, and on the other side of the galaxy, a swashbuckling space archaeologist, Vigil of Virgo, is on the cusp of learning a universe-shattering secret in this 4-color fantasy. But she'll have to dive into the abyss where no human was ever meant to go to do it. The question is, what happens when she emerges on the other side? This is another one of the great I'm starting to try to figure out how to get a hold of somebody relatively high up at Mad Cave because I really want to talk to them about like what went into. I mean, they seem to like really be pulling out all the stops for the 10th anniversary this year.
Mm-hmm. I can't believe it's been 10
Interesting
years.
creators, really interesting books. Uh, yeah. So I'm very much looking forward to this one. How about that cover?
It looks great. I love that
I
kind of swirly, twirly background and the
I
stars.
love
And
oming art. I love it even more when Taki's coloring it, which is most of the time now.
yep,
Oh, so good.
it looks really good. All right, one of my favorite IPs is
I need
Grendel.
to read more of Grendel. I've only read like the first stretch.
Let's see what I've got here. I've got the Grendel Omnibus right here.
That's the one I've read. I've only read the first omnibus. There are like 4 of them.
Yeah, they're huge too.
Yeah.
Anyway, Grendel, Devil's Crucible, or excuse me, Devil's Crucible Defiance #1 from Matt Wagner. A new Grendel story from visionary creator Matt Wagner. Grendel Prime has returned to Earth, but things are not as he left them. The pockets of humanity that remain and the Necrolords that rule them have turned against Grendel. Grendel Prime will need to hide his identity as he explores his suddenly hostile home planet. Featuring a standard cover by Matt Wagner and variant cover by Brennan Wagner.
Yeah, I think Brennan's doing the colors in general.
That looks
Matt's
great.
doing the
I
art,
love the
Brennan's doing
colors.
the
It's
cover.
got kind of a Spider-Man
Yeah.
in his black costume kind of vibe to it.
Yeah.
I mean, he looks a
Yeah.
little bit darker than normal.
Huh? Wait a minute. I thought I was going to talk about. Oh, no, I did talk about 2 series. You talked about 2 series. So now let's talk about some graphic novels.
Yeah. Yeah.
I lost track of counting in my head and thought I hadn't opened a tab.
Funny.
This one looks cool.
Is this one mine? Okay.
Yeah.
And Mankind Created the Gods from Joseph Behe and Joseph Behe. What does religion? Why does religion exist? Why do people believe? Do all religions start with the same basic idea? These are some of the most fundamental and enduring questions we have about the mysteries of religion, and they may well hold the key to mankind's future on this earth. In this adaptation of Pascal Boyer's classic work exploring these concepts, Religion Explained, artist Joseph Behe harnesses the power of comics to provide clear answers to basic questions about why religion exists and why people believe. I can't read that word, your cursor.
Erudite.
There we go, it's my cursor. His erudite book is rich with insight into the endless jumble of ideas that inform religious beliefs and practices across cultures. With detailed illustrative drawings and carefully adapted prose, Behe's graphic novel brings a new perspective to Boyer's work. Love it.
Cool.
This looks really cool.
Cool.
As somebody, I'm very interested in religion, and this kind of asks all those questions that I ask all the time. Why does religion exist? Why do people believe? That kind of stuff. I love this
It's
idea.
another Graphic Monday.
Yep.
Penn State University Press. They've had a impressive line of stuff this year. I'm so excited for this because I love the first 2. We've talked to Ibrahim Mustafa. I hope to talk to him again. And he'd signed a 3-book deal with Humanoids. The first of which was Count, which was amazing. The second one was Retroactive, which was even better. Third one is Sin. Haunted by her past lives, both as a human and as the cybernetic enforcer known as Sin, Maris is desperate to live a peaceful existence. Drawing from sci-fi and Western influences, Sin is a thrilling meditation on redemption, self-sacrifice, and found family from the mind of acclaimed comics creator Ibrahim Mustafa.
Looks really cool.
So damn good.
It looks cool. I just realized Sin is a play off of Cybernetic Enforcer. I just kind of realized that was a cool.
So
It
so
looks
it might even be Sign.
sign. It might be, but it looks cool. It's CYN. So
Yeah. I love how she's holding the dog.
mm-hmm.
Reminds me of my dog.
Me too. My new little dog.
He's way
that I
too
just
big
got.
to be held.
Yep.
but sometimes wants to be anyway.
I know. Oh, funny.
Houses of the Unholy. Next book from Ed Brubaker, Sean Phillips with color by Jacob Phillips. Jacob's been putting up some art as he finishes coloring it on his uh, on the Patreon that he shares with Chris Condon. Oh my God, this looks good. An FBI agent from the cult crime beat and a woman with a past linked to the satanic panic are drawn into a terrifying hunt for an insane killer hiding in the shadows of the underworld. Can you ever escape your past? Or are all your bad decisions just more ghosts to haunt you wherever you go? Houses of the Unholy is a riveting horror thrill ride from best-selling creators Ed Brubaker and Sean Phillips, the award-winning team behind Criminal, Reckless, Night Fever, and Where the Body Was. I have loved their turn to doing a graphic
Yeah,
novel every 8 months or
I
so
do
rather
too.
than a comic every.
I
They're just killing it.
I love
I mean,
this.
how does the team that brought us Criminal and um
Reckless, or what are you thinking of?
no, because that Reckless is one of them upping their game.
I don't know which one you're thinking
See,
of.
it doesn't even list their other their books at this point. They had the film one, they had the Criminal, Fatale. Um,
Tad's thinking.
I feel so stupid
While
right
you're
now.
thinking, so what I love about this theme of this book, the Satanic Panic, my mom was legitimately scared of music that she thought was going to influence us satanically. My cousin was a bit older than me, so in the 80s he was into bands like Ozzy Osbourne and a couple of the other ones that had gotten a bad rap as far as putting satanic messages backwards on their records. And if you would play an Ozzy record backwards on like Suicide Solution, you would hear some kind of like message. My mom legitimately believed this and like did everything she could to shield my brother and I from this kind of music. It was awesome because we did it anyway.
It's just the way it works.
Yeah.
What I was gonna say is Criminal, Fatale, Killer Be Killed. The Fade Out is the one that I couldn't remember that was driving me
Oh,
nuts.
yep. Yep.
They're so I mean those were already like just all-time great comics. And then they switched to like doing straight to graphic novel and give us like Pulp and then Reckless, Night Fever, Where the Body Was.
Right.
I mean, yeah, you're not supposed to like significantly up your game that far into your career.
I agree.
They're at that stage in their career where they're supposed to be more hit or miss.
I agree. They're killing
No
it.
offense, Ed and Sean, but
They're killing it.
yeah, they are. They're killing it. So I'm really looking forward to this book.
This one I'm
Yeah.
really looking forward to because this is a subject that I'm really interested in. This is An Outbreak of Witchcraft from Deborah Noyes and M. Duffy. From 1692 to 1693, fear reigned in a small village of Salem, Massachusetts. The night Abigail Williams and Betty Paris first accused their servant of witchcraft was only the beginning. Several more accusations would follow suit, sparking a widespread panic that consumed Salem in one of the longest cases of witch trials in America, where more than 20 innocent lives were lost and mistrust ran amok. The community was in ruins, from the afflicted who fanned the flames of superstition to the judges who used their power unjustly and the accused who were falsely charged and hanged in consequence. In the absence of due process and with hysteria abounding, no one in Salem was safe.
Does look good.
Yeah, it looks really cool. I
I
like.
love that it's a YA book too,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
like YA middle grade. So I mean, you'll be able to share it with Raina before you know.
For sure.
Alrighty. Do you want to read about these next ones or just jump in? Because
Uh,
a lot of the write-ups of these next ones are just titles and creators, and
yep, you're right.
the people who know them know that it's all the people and all the great creators from the era.
So this is the DC versus Marvel, the Amalgam Age Omnibus, and DC versus
And
Marvel Omnibus hardcover from the hardcover is George
they're
Perez.
both hardcovers.
Yep, and the other one was
Yeah.
Dave Gibbons.
Yeah.
Great artwork. I am really excited about this, and it's like everybody the who's who of both DC and
Yeah.
Marvel working on these books. So I'm really excited about this.
Yeah, the DC versus Marvel was in I think 1976. So like again, anybody you got Claremont and Denny O'Neil and DeMatteis and Jim Shooter and Ron Mars, John Byrne, Len Wein, John Buscema, Jose Luis Garcia Lopez, Walt Simonson, etc. Everybody for the original one,
Mm-hmm.
and then the amalgam, and the amalgam was even weirder because it was like had Bruce Wayne, Agent of Shield, and it had
Right.
Bat Thing. Remember, it like took characters from one universe and threw them in the other universe in an actual role.
Yep.
So you've got like Captain America with a Superman shield.
Yep. You got a character over there. I'm not sure who it is wearing Gambit's jacket and his bow, right? From X-Men. I'm not sure who that is in his jacket, but
Yeah,
over on the
I'm
left
not
there.
entirely certain either, and it won't let me blow it up. Um, but
Looks good. I'm really excited
but
for it.
but it was like in our era. It's not giving me an actual year, but I want to say it was in the mid '90s. So you've got a slightly newer set of, you got Ron Mars still, but you got Peter David, Carl Kessel, who we've talked to, Dan Jurgens. Uh, yeah, put this together with anybody who managed to get their hands on the special George Perez Memorial um, JLA versus Avengers that came out last year.
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, I'll be honest. The stories are uh, uneven.
Yeah, I can see that.
I've read them all at some point or another. The stories are uneven, but just as artifacts, they're amazing. I mean, look at the Doctor Strange, the Strange Fate. You got the Doctor Fate helmet and the
Doctor Strange body.
right. I mean, Wonder Woman as Storm, or Storm as Wonder Woman. Take your pick.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. The more you look at this
Wolverine.
cover, the
This
more
is
it
a
comes up.
Wolverine type Batman.
Yep. Batman with claws and a Wolverine mask.
Right.
Looks cool.
I mean, the titles were Bat Thing, Bruce Wayne, Agent of Shield, Bullets and Bracelets, Challengers of the Fantastic, Dark Claw Adventures, Doctor Strange Fate, Exciting X Patrol, Generation Hex, Iron Lantern, JLX Unleashed, Legend of the Dark Claw, Lobo the Duck. I remember that one.
Mm-hmm.
The Magnetic Men featuring Magneto, Speed Demon, Spider Boy Team Up, Super Soldier Man of War, and Thorian of the New Asgods, X Patrol, and a story from Green Lantern number 87.
It looks cool. I'm really excited about it.
Does. I don't know if I'll drop the $100 for it or not, but I am glad that it's in print again.
Yeah.
Um,
You're right. It
I
is a
hate
little
it when-
spendy.
I hate it when copyright makes things unavailable. Does
Right.
that make sense?
Yeah.
I mean, it's bad enough when things are unavailable because there's not enough interest to make it worth having them in print.
Mm-hmm.
I really hate it when it's like they can't agree on who gets what money, when it's like we got Warner Brothers and we got Disney and they both own some copyrights. or the TV shows that we can't watch anymore because of music rights issues. And don't get me wrong, I want the musicians to get paid. It's not about that. It's about a wish that we were just better at doing it.
Right.
Not being greedy, finding a way to split things up and making it happen.
Yeah. So this is nice that it's coming out. I mean, so that it's available again.
Yeah.
All right. Rock Candy Mountain. This one, the collected edition from Kyle Starks and Chris Schweizer. The Eisner-nominated tale of tough as nails hobos in a magical post-World War II America is collected here for the first time in a brand new complete edition. The world's toughest hobo is searching for the mysterious Sinner's Haven, Rock Candy Mountain. But why? And why is the literal devil chasing him? Jackson will have to survive underground fight clubs, train yard bullies, the toughest FBI agent you've ever seen, newfound friendships, and more if he's going to make it to his destination. A kung fu hobo epic, the likes of which you've never seen, written and drawn by Kyle Starks, with colors by Chris Schweizer, and a brand new cover designed by Matt Kint. I love it. Collects Rock Candy Mountain 1 through 8. I think it's been a long time coming. I loved this series when it came out, so this is really cool. They're putting it all into one volume.
Yeah. And bonus material. I always love bonus material.
I might have to pick it up because I have the issues, but I don't have the collected edition anyway, so this might be a good time to pick it up.
I might wind up talking about this a little bit more in a minute because the final issue came out this week. Becky Cloonan and Tula Lotte's Somna. Becky Cloonan and Tula Lotte both writing and drawing a graphic novel together for the first time, set amidst the terrifying backdrop of the witch hunts in the quiet 1600s English village. Somna follows one woman's descent into an erotic escape from the confines of her puritanical world. From the masterful minds of Becky Cloonan and Tula Lotte comes an intoxicating blend of history, eroticism, and supernatural in Somna, an evocative masterpiece that draws inspiration from cinematic folk horror gems like Midsommar and The Witch, and will transport readers to a world where passion and spirits intertwine, enrapturing your senses and leaving you craving more. The mass market hardcover features the complete 3 issues plus the 11-page story from The Devil's Cut. It will come out on July 17th. This series was so good.
Yeah.
Like I said, we'll talk about it a little bit more in a minute. But yeah, anybody who didn't buy the original issues should really consider the hardcover. I did buy the original issues and still think that I will be getting the hardcover.
Mm-hmm. Do you think the hardcover will be like? I didn't look at the size. You think it'll still be the size?
I imagine it will be.
Okay.
That seems to be Distillery's game.
Yep.
I mean, unless it's bigger.
It could be. It could be, I guess.
It will either be the same size or it will be bigger.
Same size.
This one just came in the mail for me, my hardcover.
Uh-huh.
Thorn Complete Proto Bone College Strips, 1982 to 86, and other drawings. Secret origin of Jeff Smith Bone comes to life. Cartoon Books presents Thorn, the complete Proto Bone College Strips from 82 to 86, and other early drawings, reprinting the entire run of his earliest renderings of Jeff Smith's world-famous Bone characters for the first time. These comic strips reveal an early version of Bone called Thorn that was written for a college audience in the 1980s. Thorn appeared in the pages of Ohio State University's student newspaper, The Lantern. A few were reprinted in a self-published 1983 book called Thorn, Tales from the Lantern. Another small selection was published in 2008's limited edition fundraiser for OSU's Billy Ireland Cartoon Library and Museum called Before Bone. Both books are long out of print and sell at collectors' prices. There has never been an official complete run published until now. This beautiful edition includes plenty of bonus materials, such as recently discovered early drawings of the Bone characters, essays, and interviews. And I haven't gone through it all yet, but I will say that he's been drawing the Bone characters since he was, at least since he was 9.
That is insane.
Like, in a lot of ways, they maybe not fully formed, but pretty close to fully formed as characters by the time he was like 14. So
Mm-hmm.
these characters rattled around in his head for a long time.
Right.
And yeah, this book is just it's amazing. I love it. So,
Can't wait for it.
so
Um,
yeah.
awesome.
We got some final order cutoffs.
Yep.
Bear Pirate Viking Queen, #1 from Sean Lewis, Jonathan Marks, Baravecchia. Will be out from Image Comics on May 1st. Heart Piercer from Rich Duick and Gavin Smith will be out from Dark Horse on May 15th. Mugshots from Jordan Thomas. Chris Matthews from Mad Cave will be out May 8th. And Whisper Queen, #1 from Chip Zdarsky and Chris Anka will be out from Image Comics on May 8th. Also, the White Trees, which is the other work in this universe from Chip and Chris, is the two previous issues are collected in one issue that is on final order cutoff and will also come out May 8th. So if any of those books look or sound interesting to you, get thee to your comic shop sometime this week and tell them that you want them. A couple Kickstarters. We're in the final hours, so hopefully this will go up before it's closed. But even if it doesn't, I'm so happy that it funded that I want to talk about it again.
Yep.
The When I Was Young LGBTQIA plus charity comic anthology from Michelle Abinader, with stories from Sam Meggs and Heather Antos, Chris Cantwell and Kay Zama, Stephanie Williams with Ryan Oakley, Kat Calamia and Phil Falco with Alessandro Canzanello, Michelle Abinader with Sarah Onzes, David Bohr with Jack Frost and Natasha Alterici, Jadzia Axelrod, Shadia Amin, Rye Hickman, Fellhound, Michiams Tench, Richard Fairgray, and Cody Akamoto. This looks so good. I'm so happy that it funded.
My best friend from high school, his son just came out as trans, and
Okay.
and he's graduating high school this year. So I'm getting this for him as a gift.
Fantastic.
So he can take it with him to college. Hopefully
Right.
hopefully
Fantastic.
it's fun for him.
And just because I want to, they are officially at 24,100, so they're 2,000 past their goal. 27 hours left, which means by the time this goes up, there'll be about 3 hours left to fund it. Pretty certain they'll make it into stores as well eventually. But I'm so happy. When they hit their $22,000 goal, that meant a minimum of $3,000 for the Trevor project.
Yep.
Since they paid page rates, not percentages, to all the artists and whatnot, everything past that 22,000 is a greater percentage to the Trevor project, because the only thing that gets taken away from it is what goes into actual like printing costs.
Right.
So I am so happy that this made its goal. I am so happy that it will be both a thing in the world and a significant chunk of change for the Trevor Project, which is a fantastic organization, providing resources for LGBTQIA youth in need, including a 24-hour hotline that they can call.
So, stupid question. What does the IA stand for?
Let's
Because
find out together.
I got the LGBTQ. Let's find out together. That should be the name of our podcast. Find out together.
Intersex.
Okay.
Queer questioning.
And asexual.
And asexual.
Got it. Okay.
And I think the plus is because it understands that
it's not all encompassing.
Many other terms, such as non-binary and pansexual, that people use to describe their experience of gender, sexuality, and physiological sex characteristics. So,
right.
Yeah. The plus is because they've realized we keep adding things, and that's good. But eventually, there would be too many letters.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it is a lot now, but it
Right.
you got to be encompassing and inclusive. So it is fine. And then our last Kickstarter, I like this one because I talked about it earlier, is
Yeah, go for it.
Cult of Lamb, the first verse by Alec Packnadle and Troy Little, out
Yeah.
from Oni on April 11th.
Yeah. So you gotta, or well, not out,
Or not out, but
you have until
you have it till
April 11th to back it.
I'm so used to
Um,
talking about comic books out on
I
whatever date.
understand. I understand. I want to say it's got some cool. Of course, that's the one that I would have to log in. The heck with it. It's got some cool options for add-ons and whatnot, so it's worth looking at if this sounds like something that you would be interested in.
Sure.
So,
3 amazing
Tyler,
new
what books
books.
did you love? Yeah.
I loved Feral from Tony
My
Fleeks
God.
and Trish Forstner, and there was a second artist that I completely forgot to write on there.
Tony sent it to us when we were talking to him.
Yep.
Like read it while we were talking to him because I couldn't not because it just.
I love.
I've read it again since then.
Does her artwork remind you of like Disney?
Yes.
It feels so Disney.
It does on Stray Dogs too. And
Yes.
that's part of what makes it so amazing.
I mean, it's got that.
It's like Disney zombies.
Yeah, or Don Bluth type animation. I mean,
Yes.
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 I'm trying to put down or trying to put into words the vibe I'm getting.
It's like halfway between 101 Dalmatians and Oliver and Company and like American Tail and
Yep.
All Dogs Go to Heaven.
Yes.
So yes, very, very Disney Don Bluth animal stuff.
Yeah. So anyway, right away in this book is cats that are in that have been picked up by the animal control, and the vehicle has an accident, and yeah.
And we kind of pick up that there's like a zombie apocalypse going on.
Uh-huh. Yeah. And then we see one of them. Can we say what happens to one of them?
Well, I don't know if we know for certain what has happened to one of them yet, so let's hold off on that.
Okay, because
we don't know. We don't know entirely how it affects animals yet.
Correct. Yeah,
so
it's
hold off.
Okay. Sounds good. And then Ultimate Spider-Man #3 from Jonathan Hickman and Marco Cicchetto from Marvel. This was really great. This was where Harry Osborn and Peter Parker realized the other one is Spider-Man and the other one is Green Goblin. And
so you're telling me that you keep putting Ultimate Spider-Man on your list, and I'm still having trouble with this whole Ben is alive thing.
Yep.
So
Ben and J. Jonah are best friends that are running. They're doing their own
I have even more trouble with that, particularly because I've heard rumor that Ben is like best friends with J. Jonah because he's like J. Jonah, and therefore he's not that sweet Uncle Ben with great power comes great responsibility.
Partially, I agree with that partially. He's got some of that sweetness to him. That the strong affinity for Peter, because Peter still works at the Daily Bugle. And Ben...
Yeah, but now it's a Nepo baby job.
Yeah. Well, not really, because Ben has left. So Peter is at the Bugle alone, where J. Jonah and Ben have started their own news agency. And in this issue, they get their office space. That's turns out to be a dump. It's just really refreshing to read one of my favorite characters, and in this new way that Jonathan Hickman likes to do comics.
And I'm normally like the king of let people play.
Yep.
Don't prejudge it and whatnot. And I'm still that king, but I think I'm going to be the trade waiting king.
Okay. It's really interesting to see what happens to Peter, because he didn't get bit as a teenager. He got bit as
I know, and that bothers me too.
Okay.
I'm certain that I'll get over it once I start reading it. Jonathan Hickman does great work. You're loving it. A lot of people are loving it, but I feel like I can't handle the journey on a month by month basis.
Okay.
I feel like I need to have a chunk of story to dive into and go, oh, this is great, rather than, but why?
I just like it that it wasn't a rehashing of the original Ultimate Spider-Man universe.
Yeah, no, I like
It's completely different, and it
again,
takes into account the events that took place that ended the Ultimate
and I
Universe.
feel like we're role reversing here. I feel like we're in some sort of Freaky Friday type thing
I know.
because my brain understands and agrees with all of the words you are saying,
Yeah.
and my heart is like,
No.
what? Peter's an awkward teenager, and Uncle Ben is dead.
I know. And now this time Aunt May is dead. It's
Okay.
it's a little bit cliche though. This is the part that I criticize, and it's a small thing. Is Peter has named his kids Ben and May.
Right.
No,
right.
wait, no, I'm sorry. His daughter is May, his son is Richard, named after his dad.
His father, right?
Okay. So it's Richard and May. It's a little bit cliche, but whatever.
Yeah. But it was inevitable.
And then my third pick was Cemetery Kids Don't Die #2 from Zach Thompson and Danielle Arizari from Oni Press. Trapped in a video game that you sleep through. It's kind of the overall description of it that I would give. One of the
family
kids
dynamics are crazy good.
Yeah.
Yeah, just go read it.
It's just
go read it, people. It's so much to unpack. Go listen to our talk with Zach.
Yep.
Yeah, it's so good.
Yeah. All right, Ted, what did you find was amazing this week?
I mean, I loved Feral and Cemetery Kids as well. My top book is Batman Dark Age #1.
Yeah, that was on my list until we compared lists, and then I was like, oh, I should move it.
Yeah. Well, just like Cemetery Kids and Feral were gonna be on my list, and then we compared lists, and I went, there are too many good books to overlap this week. For that matter, neither one of us put New Burn #16 on the list.
I read it, and it was really awesome.
I haven't actually gotten to it yet.
Oh, really?
That's how crazy. I mean, I've been busy this week too, but that's also how crazy good this week is.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't gotten to it yet.
Wow.
I've read like 15 comics, all of which could have made my top 3. I haven't gotten to New Burn yet.
I didn't get to Christopher Chaos yet, and I want to.
I did get to Christopher Chaos. Yeah, but Batman Dark Age. I mean, first, I'm gonna say it. If I haven't said it on the air yet, I'm gonna say it now. I really, really think, and I'm hoping that I can ask Mark at least, and if we can get Mike Allred on this show, that would be amazing. I really, really think that Mike Allred is using Paul Pope, not just Paul Pope's Batman 100, but like Paul Pope himself as like his influence for how he draws Bruce Wayne and Batman.
Uh-huh.
Every time I see it, I'm like, that looks like Paul Pope.
Yeah, it does. I agree.
But also just, minor changes in the story that are really realistic.
Right.
Yeah, I'm digging it. I don't know how to describe it too deep.
No, but
first of all, without spoiling, but second of all, it's such a setup issue that, like, I think the story is going to begin next issue. This was
all set. This was all set up.
Yeah, this was establishing this is the Bruce Wayne origin of this world.
Mm-hmm.
We've got. I love how it contrasted, Thomas Wayne's vision of a future Gotham with what Gotham became after. I love the corporate dynamics. Mark Russell is nothing if not great at satiring corporate dynamics.
Yeah.
Sometimes very over the top, sometimes a little bit quieter. This is one of the little bit quieter, though not entirely. Yeah, I really, really dug this book.
It was very cool.
As did I with Somna #3.
Yeah, if you're not reading Somna, check it out.
We just talked about this. I love how they interplay their artwork.
Yeah.
Becky draws the real world, and then it'll fall into the dream fantasy world, and it'll be Somna, or not Somna,
Lotte.
Tula.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, the artwork flows back and forth so well. The story is amazing. Grappling with um, personal wants and desires in era and age where that wasn't allowed, particularly for a woman. Um, yeah, I really really enjoyed this book.
Yeah, I'm gonna enjoy it all as a collection as well. I'm looking forward to that.
And then Morningstar #1 from David D.B. Andry, Tim Daniel, Marco Finnegan at the aforementioned Mad Cave. We're
Hmm.
talking about Mad Cave a lot
Yeah,
lately. So please, Mad Cave, don't turn around and not pay people because that seems to happen sometimes when we talk
we
about.
don't want to have to eat our
We don't
words.
want there to be a 22 panels jinx.
Yeah, we don't want to have to eat our words here that you're awesome.
Right. Um, but yeah, no, essentially you've got a story. Again, this is a lot of setup, but like set up in Montana, and dad dies in a fire, and mom and the kids are grappling with that. I feel like there's going to be a supernatural element, but it's not 100% out
It's not
yet.
apparent yet. Yeah.
Well, I mean, the cliffhanger at the end could be,
Okay.
but it could also be just trauma grief, and that's one of the things that's that's cool is there are these couple of places where it's like, is this supernatural or is this trauma and grief?
Right.
um but yeah, it's a really solid first issue. I'm really curious to see where they'll go.
Awesome.
So, and
So
so many other good comics this week.
there's a ton.
So many other good comics this week.
One we didn't even bring up because we're going to talk about it in just a minute is the Black Hammer.
Black Hammer, the end, number six was really good.
Yep. Daredevil was awesome. Detective Comics came out.
I haven't gotten to Daredevil and Detective yet.
I haven't got to Detective. I didn't pick it up, but
Local Man was amazing. Jill and the Killers was amazing.
mm-hmm.
Masterpiece was amazing. Ministry of Compliance continues to be really, really good.
Again, we didn't talk about Newburn really. Christopher Chaos was
also amazing. Penguin was amazing. Quick Stops 2
yeah.
is like the hidden history of
Quick Stop
Mubi.
of Mubi. Okay.
Yeah, it's fucking ridiculous. It's
Can't
amazing.
wait to read it. I'm going to read it as a collection.
Cantwell continues to kill it with Defiant, Six Fingers,
Mm-hmm.
One Hand. This was a Six Fingers week. That's just amazing. And the Sean Gardner Murphy's Zorro, Man of the Dead, which is like a very quixotic take on Zorro modernized. So it's not like the original Zorro. Like they have the mythology of Zorro, and it's a newer person that like will fall into the role. It's just been fantastic.
That's great. I can't wait to read it.
Yeah.
Well, our great responsibility this week is Black Hammer the End, because the end has come to an end. I did read online that this may not be the end of Black Hammer, though.
Yeah, I would be willing to bet that it's not.
What it is doing is wrapping up all the storylines thus far. And so it could, I mean, if he doesn't come back to it, it would be an okay.
I mean, he's very busy with a lot of other things.
Yep.
I know that there's one specific carve out in his Image deal, which is that Black Hammer will continue to be at Dark Horse, and a lot of people assumed that was just for the stuff that was already coming out.
Uh-huh.
But I think the language is such, at least the way I remember it being reported, the language is such that it can include just any Black Hammer stuff. So um, contractually, things are set up for there to be more Black Hammer if he has stories to tell and wants to work with writers.
Yeah.
But I mean, he's been doing a lot in the Bone Orchard. He's been uh, doing his fish flies. He's got a Royal City thing coming up, so he's been doing more drawing lately.
Yep.
I know he got worn out working on the TV shows for Essex County and uh, Sweet Tooth.
Yep.
So, which also probably paid him just well enough that he's got some breathing room.
Uh-huh.
Um, so yeah, it'll be interesting to see what's next from Jeff Lemire because Tenement kind of felt like it might have been wrapping up.
Yeah, it did.
The Bone Orchard mythos as well. So
Uh-huh.
I mean, it's possible that
Just stepping
at a
back
point
from
where
them.
they,
Yeah.
well, I don't know if I don't know if it'll be stepping back as much as kind of wrapped up existing things.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we got a couple issues left of Fish Flies, and he announced that there will be another Royal City, I think as a graphic novel, but maybe as a
I think I heard graphic novel as well.
right.
Loved Royal City when it came out. I loved
I did too.
the music playlists that he would provide were really cool.
Yep. Yep.
That kind of, I don't know, gave it another whole dimension to think about with story reading, you know.
Right.
So
But it might just be he's at a point where he's letting himself I mean possibly slow down a little and recharge, but a lot just what's what I'm looking for. Um
not recharge. You're
Go in new directions.
yeah. I think just kind of reset. You know what I mean? I mean, he's so busy.
A lot of his life
Mm-hmm.
or his last few years has been just Black Hammer and the Bone Orchard mythos.
Yeah, that's been last couple of years for sure.
And Black Hammer's been the last 10 years.
Has it been that long? Holy buckets!
Yeah, well, I mean that was on the last page. It said
That's true. It did.
2014 to 2024, right?
Whew.
So I mean, it would be understandable if he was at a place where he was ready to because I mean, if you look at his early work, you know, Plutona and
I'm trying to look what I got here.
Trillium,
Uh,
Roughneck, you know, I mean,
Essex
he has
County.
such a wide breadth of the type of stuff that he does.
Uh-huh.
Uh, that, you know, I mean, he hasn't done like a mystery in a while.
No.
He hasn't done a crime story in a while.
Uh-uh.
He hasn't done. I mean, Royal City's got a lot in common with Essex County, and for that matter, Fish Flies does too. So, I mean, he's kind of scratching that itch. But has he done a really um non horror fantasy story since Sweet Tooth?
Not really.
You know what I mean? I mean,
Uh-huh.
he's just got, you know, he's amazing at sci-fi. I mean, my two favorite books of his are Trillium and Sentient, right?
Uh-huh.
I don't think he's ever done a longer form sci-fi. I mean, Ascender, Descender, which is also way high on my list.
Uh-huh.
You know, so I mean, he's such a talented guy in so many different genres that I could see. My hunch is we're about to see like probably a bunch of shorter projects
Uh-huh. I could agree with that. Yeah,
genres from him.
probably.
You know, because he's done a bunch of long projects in a row concurrently. Hasn't been drawing as much, so I wouldn't be surprised if we see more of his drawing.
Do you
Yeah,
like
it'll
what
be.
do you like better when he works with another artist or when he does his writing change when he draws it himself?
I think it tends to be even more character driven when he writes it himself.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Uh-huh.
I mean, I'm not saying that like Black Hammer's not character driven. There's character,
Right.
lot of character development in Black Hammer, a lot of character development in Bone Orchard or Gideon Falls.
Yeah.
But I feel like when he draws it itself, it's almost entirely about character.
Correct. Yeah.
And
It's
I'm a character guy.
yeah. I mean,
So
just look at um what's the series we just brought up with the playlist
Royal City.
Royal City. Yeah, that is 100% all about character. I mean, technically about the city itself, Royal City, but
Yeah, I'm not, but no, it's about the family.
exactly. So, I really what do you think of the story of the end?
I liked it.
Did you cuz
I mean,
you weren't
it's
reading it
very
as
no, I wound up reading it all together. It's very Crisis on Infinite Earths.
yes. Yep.
Um,
I love Inspector Insector. I love the
I love
way
Insector. I love Lucy struggling with, is she Black Hammer or is she a mom, and finally realizing that she can't be one or the other because they're both part of her.
right.
Um,
I love that.
yeah,
I mean, I know it's kind of a small thing, but I love that she hooked up, not hooked up, but that's the wrong word, but reconnected with her husband. Uh,
yep,
cause that kind of broke my heart, when he was
yeah,
cheating on her, you know what I mean?
yeah, yeah.
And I don't know.
Um,
I, at first I didn't really like Malachi Ward as a Black Hammer artist. Um,
I think because this isn't even like completely typical Malachi Ward. Because
no.
Malachi Ward did one of the other Black Hammers that we liked him on, didn't
Uh
he?
huh. And at first I didn't,
Um,
but it's really grown on me because I really like Dean
oh,
Ormston a lot.
but I also think that this one, it was particularly all of the parts on like the real Earth
Mm-hmm.
were deliberately different and more not photorealistic, but more proportionally realistic,
Yep.
that sort of thing. Because it was like the rest of the world is the comic book world. This is Earth.
Yeah. Did you like that
Um,
that they kind of broke breaking the fourth wall is kind of
I did,
I don't
and
know
I
if that
liked how they broke back.
I don't know if
You
that
know,
describes what's happening here, but it's kind of a Stephen King thing where he wrote himself into his book.
right, right.
Um
And it almost makes Jeff Colonel weird.
yes, I agree. It makes
Because
him yep. I loved it. Um
yeah, I wish I had like more things to say about it. I mean, it's just such a nice coda
mhm.
more than anything.
Mhm.
But it's also like Crisis on Infinite Earths.
It is.
It's
Yep.
a coda that allows for a new beginning.
Correct. And that's the whole point. It's like it wraps up everything in my opinion. But yet it leaves the door open to when he's ready to do more Black Hammer.
Yeah, no, the screen has not faded to black.
Yep.
You got two options for Black Hammer. You got some of the old heroes are back. The unteens are kind of back.
Mm-hmm.
You've definitely got a world available for any other sorts of superheroes. Um, but you've also both allowed the characters that we've spent all of this time with to age,
Mm-hmm.
and therefore had it be realistic that they might retire.
Yep.
Um, you haven't actually even answered entirely the question of which versions of each character
Is which?
survived
Or yeah,
the
the
um,
mashup.
which also gives plenty of options for if he decides to. I mean, essentially, what he did was he gave us a great ending. Again, this is exactly, I mean, we've talked about Black Hammer being a metaphor for all of superhero comics,
Right.
right? This is exactly what Crisis on Infinite Earths was. This is exactly what Jonathan Hickman's Secret Wars were. We're going to take everything and we're going to wrap it up in such a way that if we stopped right now, it would be a complete story.
Right. Exactly.
But in doing so, we're also going to completely wipe the slate clean. So there's literally any story at all that you could tell going forward.
I like it. I think it's a good ending for now.
So, and again, it shows how deeply steeped and admiring of superheroes he is.
Yep.
Well, just like with Busiek, being able to like break it down and kind of bring out some of the absurdities.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because, I mean, the absurdities are part of what makes superheroes, but that doesn't necessarily mean that we shouldn't acknowledge that they're absurdities.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So yeah.
Well, I'm kind of sad that we're at this part because I've enjoyed these reads of Black Hammer and Astro City.
Well, we're going to have another Astro City in a few months.
True.
I'm certain that we can find some other superhero thing to do at some point.
At some point, yeah.
And we're gonna go explore some role playing with Kieran Gillen Kieran Gillen doing the writing.
Yeah.
And our buddy Phil joining us to discuss it for the next few weeks with Die. Trying to remember the artist on that. Artist is Stephanie Hans.
Looks great. It's got a painterly style to it that reminds me of
but yeah, that's
somebody. Now I'm just drawing a blank.
Pitch black fantasy where a group of 40-something adults have to deal with the returning unearthly horror they barely survived as teenage role players. If Kieran's in a rush, he describes it as goth Jumanji.
I like it.
That only captures a sliver of what you'll find in oversized debut issues.
Goth Jumanji.
Next week we will do Volume 1, Fantasy Heartbreaker.
Perfect. Can't wait to read it. I've never, I don't even.
I've never read it at all.
No.
Neither of us have read it. Phil will be our guide as we read for the first time.
Okay.
So
perfect.
Yeah.
Tad, my computer is running a little low on battery, so we should probably move on to our books we hope will be spectacular. What do you got?
Traveling to Mars will wrap up. I've loved this series so much.
Yeah.
So I'm very much looking forward to that. Love Everlasting number 14 narrowly beat out a number of other. I mean, there aren't as many books coming out next week, but they're all killers.
I'm so confused in Love Everlasting after 13. About what that lady's purpose. You know what that lady I'm talking about?
I do. I'm really looking forward to 14 and 15, particularly because I know they're going on hiatus. So Tom's not going to want to leave it completely hanging.
No, I'm just
next two issues are going to be.
And like the cowboy, I'm like, what is his role now? Like he's been.
Yep.
Oh, this is just bizarre.
Yep. We'll be figuring it out. And then One Hand number 3.
Yeah.
Also the Light It Shoot It from Graham Chaffee at Fantagraphics, the graphic novel will be coming out this week.
That's awesome. On my list, I have also. Well, I'm very much looking forward to the One Hand from Ram V and Lawrence Campbell. Whenever one of these books come out, One Hand or the Six Fingers, I love it. They're just amazing books, and I love the idea of them doing this like joint trade paperback. I love that idea where when they put it out in trade, it's going to be a joint thing. That's cool.
Well, and it almost, I mean, I'd have to go back and look at it. It almost feels like they're coming out weekly. So like bi-weekly for each book. So
and then Stan Sakai is back again with the Usagi Yojimbo, The Crow number 1.
love my Usagi.
I was just catching up on Space Usagi. Not as good. I don't know if you read that.
It's still fun.
Yeah, I think it's a 3-part thing.
It's still fun.
Yeah. And then, of course, jumping to Kyle Higgins again, Deep Cuts number 6 from Kyle Higgins and Toby Cypress from Image. Very much looking forward to this. I love Deep Cuts. It's been one of those fun rides. I mean, as a music lover, it's fun to read this book. So definitely check that out.
Definitely. It's another one that almost made my cut for spectacular books.
Yeah.
There we go. I don't know how long we ran because I don't know how long it took us to record our other thing, but it feels like we've been talking for almost 2 hours.
Yeah.
I don't know how much of it we recorded.
This episode right now is 1 hour and 10 minutes, but we still have to add in the thing we already recorded, which was about 8 or 9 minutes. So,
right. Okay. So a little on the heavy side, and that's okay.
That's all right.
Okay. And
I'm leaving now. I'm leaving for Easter. I'm taking off to parts unknown, the middle of South Dakota, to Clark, South Dakota.
All right.
And to go see my in-laws for the Easter holiday. So I got to go pack my bag now. And my computer is dying. So
I got a D&D game this afternoon.
Oh, have fun.
I got to go relax and then play D&D.
Fun.
So for another episode of 22 Panels, we will see you after the next page.
Later. Hey guys, this is Tyler from 22 Panels. I'm here to tell you all about our Patreon. If you enjoy this show, please consider donating to our Patreon to keep this show going. We have many different tiers, all different levels to help you decide what's right for you. Okay, so get on out there to patreon.com/22panelspodcast.